Get out of my way. I'm Jonathan Coachman. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, bruising runner Leonard Fournette. Fresh off 100 yards a week ago. It'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the New York Jets.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the New York Jets. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Ready? 57 Mike. Silver.
They'll run on first down. Grant. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. In this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Looking to throw on second down. Oakland. And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And it's third down. And a look now at how the Jets line up defensively.
C.J. Mosley's your prototypical Alabama linebacker. They'll come downhill and smack you, but they understand the game so well.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Well, they needed a yard on 4th down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive. Pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly. Yeah,
usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
60 outlaw. Let's go.
Here's Johnson now, the fullback. Jerry Hughes on the stop. To throw on second down. Oakland. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. To throw on third down. Oakland. Jordan Reed has it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
On the draw, this is Fournette. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection.
Now Brown, he lost the football. And the Jets have recovered.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Patrick Owasor. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. To throw is Darnold. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
From the 50, it's Darnold hooking up over the middle with Herndon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Darnold airing one out for Crowder. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. Here's Darnold. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Nick Perry comes flying in for the sack. 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets will extend their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a dump off here complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Looking to throw. Oakley. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. 2nd and 15. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And some room to maneuver. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. 2nd and 2. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes. Are they starting to look like a...
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. John Ross there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, so it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taking...
Now the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a first down carry by Bell.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Darnold. Anunwa's got it, complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. On second down, it's Bell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Darnold now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The end result, 21 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, You have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting, pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
Check. Check. 48, the mic. You must be dreaming.
Now Bell. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Bell. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. From 4 yards out. And the Jets will extend their lead. Well, we heard it, how heavily they stressed effective goal line offense this week in practice. Pays off there, they punch it in.
Now not only have we heard it, we saw it. All that preparation, and what it means is going back and examining what's been going wrong before. How can you correct it? Maybe it's even changes of personnel, but it paid off in this situation.
Lambo on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down now, it's Grant. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. On 3rd down, Oakland. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a 1st down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They will run with Grant. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Oakland. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Operating from the gun, Oakland. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again, Oakland. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oakland. And he slings one that's incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
The catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they'd left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And this one is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me
I
there,
was.
partner.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam Darnold. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Darnold now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, it's Bell. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what.
That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson there to make the grab. And the Jets will extend their lead.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Lambo to add on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 9, Jones out left side here to Bryant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Touchdown, Packers! Jake Butt there to make the grab. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touch.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game.
And Darnold, he lost the football, and the Packers pick it up, taking it right down Broadway. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. The offenses have success. You could say they've run wild a little bit. Time for the defenses to get into the act, and one does here.
Nothing like a little bit of revenge for the defense. They've had to deal with it all game long. Both offenses going up and down the field. How about it when they take the ball away and take it to the other end zone?
Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is down to 4. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The offense trots back onto the field, and we shine our Madden spotlight on Sam Darnold. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on.
Under pressure, they got him again. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Darnold running the option to the right side. He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Now a play fake here on first down. Out right here to Herndon. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
I'm here all day. Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Out left to Anderson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll try the right side with Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Lambo will put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Off play action. Jones. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
False start, offense.
That'll make it 1st and 15. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Jones now. Off play action. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline. but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points. And we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
11 yards there, first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Carter's got it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Well, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Darnold from the red zone now. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. Now Bell hit. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
That's our ball, baby. On the way. Hey, Mike 20, Mike
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, this from 33. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
So as it turns out, a 2-play drive resulting in the field goal. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Throwing Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now Jones, complete outright to Jake Butt. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Jones off the play fake. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. John Ross ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. 5 plays there on that drive, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Demario Davis there on the stop. So we've reached halftime in a... And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you're all looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here we go. Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And some room to work. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Going to throw again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before this worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you're doing. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the bootleg. Win. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now as we look down, it appears we've got a jet shaken up on the play. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Throwing on 3rd and long. Win. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah, his 2nd sack of the night.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here's Jordan Berry now, standing just outside his own goal line. It's taken to the 26. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They run again with Jackson. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Win. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. This is hauled in by Deontay Burnett. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Looking to throw. Win. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Jones now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 49 yards. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
2nd down and goal. Jones. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Here's Jones. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Wynn, throw left side, complete to Burnett. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. On 1st down, Wynn. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Greenwood. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jets are going to retake the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead. And
now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Back to throw. Jones. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Jones now throwing again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. And that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away.
Let's go,
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. But it's going to be 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
A gain there of 21 yards. Jones on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Packers! Jordan Reed there to make the grab. And the Packers have retaken the lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead, and I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
Mike 58 right there. Hey, I'm coming.
Throwing on first down. Win. And his throw here is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Hey, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
You're darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Looking to throw. Win. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. And the Vikings have scored again to extend their lead. Now Jones throwing to start the drive. And he's got room. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Packers. Jakeem Grant ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Here's 2nd and 8. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. On 4th down, Jones flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Here's Jones. Throwing on 1st down. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the draw, here's Jackson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Now it's Jackson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need... And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tyler Higbee. 27 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
No problem there on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had a victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one, but let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory, like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game. They've worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Win. On the catch, it's Crowder. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Win. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howell. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 7-yard touchdown, Brown. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Now the Packers get set to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he loses the football a second time.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
You know, if this is the regular season partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Jets now down by 2 touchdowns. A little over a minute and a half remaining. Throwing to start the drive. Wynn is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Back to throw. Wynn. Throw left side, complete to Scott. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. 2nd and 2. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's again, he'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.